Good find, Steve. Good find, Steve.
Hello guys, welcome back to TFD with another video. If you're rocking with the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because today's story is a good one. It looks like Team USA just dropped some brand new footage of Caitlyn Clark going at league veterans, and let me tell you, she was not playing around. For this one, we're heading all the way to Durham, North Carolina. USA basketball is right around the corner, and things are starting to heat up. Team USA tryouts are set to begin March 11th, and even though we still don't have a new CBA signed, basketball is pushing forward into the 2026 calendar year regardless. The game doesn't stop, even when the business side is still figuring things out. Now, Caitlyn Clark might be on the verge of returning to the court. Her and a lot of other superstars are getting back into rhythm, getting in the gym, getting shots up, competing. It feels normal again. It feels like basketball is back. And honestly, we've been needing that. We've been waiting on something positive to focus on, instead of just contracts and negotiations. And speaking of that, I know a lot of y'all are wondering what's going on with the CBA situation. Right now, everything is kind of up in the air. A league has put another proposal on the table, but the players haven't responded yet. The biggest issue holding everything up is the revenue sharing. The players want 30%. The owners keep offering around 15%. That's the main gap. At first, housing benefits were taken away. Then they brought some of it back, at least for new players for 1 year. But at the end of the day, the real sticking point is that revenue split. The players feel like they deserve more of the pie. The owners feel like they've already come up a lot. And until that gets settled, everything else stays in limbo. But while all that business is happening behind the scenes, Team USA is still moving forward. And that's where things get exciting. The Team USA women's basketball Twitter account has been dropping little sneak clips, and this latest one might be the best yet. You can see Caitlyn Clark out there going hard, competing against veterans, not backing down at all. She looks confident, she looks sharp, and most importantly, she looks hungry. A lot of people are wondering how this Team USA squad is going to look. And honestly, I'm excited. This feels like it could be a monumental moment, not just for the country, but for women's basketball as a whole. You've got young stars, vets, legends, and players we haven't seen in a long time all possibly coming together. We're also getting the chance to see players like Juju make a return. She hasn't played in a while either, and just knowing she's back in the mix, that's special. This whole thing feels like a reset, like a new chapter. For basketball fans around the world, this is a real treat. Even with all the off-court drama, the on-court product is about to be must-watch. Competition, intensity, pride. That USA jersey means something, and every player out there is trying to prove they belong. So let's not waste any more time. Let's pull up the footage right now and break down what Caitlyn Clark and Team USA are really working with. But let's pull up the footage right now.
It's good to mix things through the camp. And what I tried to be intentional about was seeing different guard combinations, seeing different forward combinations. And it just so happened that the last day, the combinations I hadn't seen was all the veterans together and all the newcomers together. We're gonna play a 5-minute quarter and we're gonna see who wins it. It's a full game. 5-minute quarter is a full game. 5-minute game. 5-minute game. Hey, let's get this dub. I asked my staff the morning before the last day of practice. I said, I woke up and I thought, let's do this. I said, what do you guys think? And they said, I think that's great. Yeah, Leah. Yeah, Leah. Good find, Steve. Good find, Steve.
So that's some more footage of Team USA basketball. Make sure y'all get down in the comments right now and let me know what you think about this USA basketball, USA BWNT vets versus the national team newcomers. But let's move on, because we've got to talk about the CBA situation and how things have completely gone left. At this point, Adam Silver has basically dubbed y'all. He's showing, once again, that he does not care about what's going on with these WNBA negotiations. And the crazy part is, it was the players who were calling for him to get involved in the first place. Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, all of them were saying, we'd love for Adam Silver to come to the table. There was even a time when Adam said he'd step in and help get a deal done. But then, everything changed. The players started using nasty tactics, unrealistic demands, and messy public rhetoric. And after a while, Adam Silver threw his hands up. He said, I'm done with this. Now he's ignoring the whole thing. Back in October, he said he would make sure a deal got done. But then those gambling scandals came out in the NBA, and he shifted his focus back to the league that actually makes money. Since then, he's barely spoken about the WNBA at all. No urgency, no real effort to sit down with these players. And part of that is because the public support for the WNBPA has dropped big time. The way they've talked, the way they've acted, the way they've handled this, it's turned a lot of people off. Now, check this out. According to Yahoo Sports, the NBA Board of Governors is likely to vote this summer on expanding the league by 2 teams. Las Vegas and Seattle are the frontrunners. So while the NBA is growing, the WNBA might be shrinking. Adam Silver is focused on expanding the league that's already making money, while the WNBA is out here looking unstable. Let's be real. He doesn't want to sit down with Breanna Stewart. He doesn't want to sit down with Nneka Awamake. He doesn't want to sit down with Nafisa Collier. He might talk to Caitlyn Clark, but that's about it. After seeing how messy this whole process has been, he's checked out. Shout out to Rachel Demita because she said it straight. This looks like it's heading towards a player strike. And if that happens, it's only going to make things worse. This whole situation has been a debacle. Sophie Cunningham even said they're becoming the laughingstock, and she's not wrong. Between the petty Instagram stuff, the protest stunts, and the way this has all been handled, they've turned this thing upside down on themselves. Now, let's take a look at what Rachel Demita had to say about it.
Basically, it seems like the league came back to them, changed some other things that I feel like are things that could be easily negotiated. We've talked about it in previous episodes. They changed some of those things and they maybe budged like 1% on the revenue split. And what we've been hearing from all the players is if they do not budge on the revenue split, like that's all that they're focused on. And the players are also not going to budge. So we're getting to the point where one of them is either going to concede or they're going to strike or lock out because they're just calling one another's bluff. Basically, the players are saying, we're not budging until you give us this gross revenue split of 30%. The league is offering a net revenue split of 70%. And the league took 6 weeks to respond to this, and it doesn't seem like they changed too much. And Alexa Filippo tweeted about the changes to housing, and the WNBA's latest proposal included some concessions on housing. 1 bedrooms would be available for players on their applicable minimum salary, and with 0 years of service, 2026 to 2028 only. Developmental players would get studio apartments. No significant updates on rev share. I feel like I've said about housing, I'm tired of hearing about housing. You know, when they talk about they're trying to distract you, I feel like this is a distraction. This is not the issue. If the league came, I guarantee you guys, if the league came back and they were like, sure, we'll give you 30% of gross revenue, you got to get your own housing, the players would be like, fine, and would sign it. You know what I mean? This is nothing. It bothers me. It bothers me that it's such a point of contention because they will figure that part out. That is something that will be figured out. Now, with these reports, there have also been rumors that the players might actually strike during NBA All-Star Weekend, but I want to point out to you guys something that the WNBPA posted on their Instagram. This was 5 days ago. The caption said, in 1964, the top players in the NBA struck the All-Star game minutes before it aired, winning union recognition mission of the NBPA in changing pro sports forever. Today, the WNBPA is ready to strike for the first time, demanding to be paid what they're worth. Now, the WNBA did not create this video. This is from On the Line account, but they did collaborate with them on Instagram. And I feel like this is something that we probably shouldn't ignore, because when these rumors about a strike, I feel like are getting more real by the day. But I do want to show you guys a little bit.
At the end of the day, I just don't think the players are being realistic right now. Like, if it was me, I would have taken the deal weeks ago. I'm not about to go back and forth forever. At some point, you either move forward or you don't. And listen, if they want to talk about replacement players, bring them in. Seriously, I don't care. Y'all about to get me in my bag right now. Because I'm being honest, I'm not tuning in just to watch the same old storylines anymore. Yeah, I'll miss Kelsey Plum, no doubt. Respect. But we've got Caitlyn Clark, we've got Paige, we've got Sonia Citron, and we've got a whole new rookie class coming in. I'm good with that. Let's move forward with the young players. Let's build something new. I'm not stressing over the vets like that. I really don't care to watch Brittany Griner play basketball anymore. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. No hate, just honesty. Another thing people aren't talking about enough, the owners already compromised. They didn't want to bring back the housing benefits, but they did. They gave that back. So the question is, what have the players compromised on? Shout out to Rachel Demita, because she pointed out something important. There could be a strike coming. It might even happen this week. And trust me, I'm watching closely. Eyes open. Ears to the streets. Adam Silver? He not worried about this at all. He's moved on. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Let's talk about it.